It's September 23rd, and we're finally starting corn. Yes, this corn looks very dead. This is the stuff that got hit hard by the flood. So this section of the field, not all of it, but there's the chunks that are really bad, that the corn really got messed up from the flood. That's gonna go up to our heifer barn this year. We normally don't do that, but because we have so much corn that you can see toppled over from the water, it didn't grow right, mature correctly, so we're just gonna bring that to the heifer barn this year. Do something different, but we'll figure that problem out. That is actually my uncle Otto. He is here from Europe, and he's on a 10-day vacation. He's already been here for a couple days, but we're finally starting corn. And another reason this corn's so dead is there's actually a I forgot what name was, but John was telling me, John Bordeaux from the Seedway dealer. There's a corn disease that's kind of going through, but farther back in the field here, it is still greener. So I don't know what the moisture's at right now, but we'll see later. But it's definitely ready. I know that. And this field and another one is kind of looking like that, like this. And then the rest of them are much greener. And our picking corn, that is looking like this, but that's not a big deal anyways. So the chopping stuff, we're trying to get on that right away. They got an opening strip right there. He makes a pass down like this every time, so that way trucks can pass each other when we're coming in and out of the field. They opened up right there, and you can see the chopper back there. He said actually from here you can really tell. The field is a lot greener than up there. Where it really got hit by the water, that's basically brown looking, but most of the field looks perfectly fine. This is a horrible spot to stand. This exhaust is right in my face. Just waiting on Philip to come out here. Right now, Gerhardt's getting chopped into right now. Got the sideboards on that thing again. That'll last at least until corn season's done. Until we start excavating again. Then they'll get ripped off. This thing drives a lot nicer. You actually have somewhat cushion in the cab again, having the cab mount. I say that, but that's just the box. But you actually have some cushion again with the cab mounts doing their job. So we're driving against the road right now, but give it a couple truckloads, it'll smooth out. We'll make some compaction for all those Midwestern and Southern people, grain farmers. We're making compaction. Don't worry, the chisel plow will take care of it. See that little mud hole right there? Gerhardt was stuck.
I didn't realize that it was a wet spot early enough. I would have went slower and then sped through it, but I just didn't notice. I thought about it when it was
right there, there's a tree.
I totally fell about it when he
so there's going to be a lot of that in this field we have to watch out for. Mainly,
I stepped on it, but it wasn't fast enough because it was too late.
Mainly on the edges or anywhere there was kind of a current going through, but we skipped the outside, say 12 rows or 10 rows, whatever, because that's where the worst of it's going to be. So hopefully we don't hit too many trees this year, but we're bound to hit something. You can see here the corn's normal color again. The other stuff almost looks brown enough you could pick it, but
Wait right there.
I think he's going to open up something different. Opening up another strip.
And after you can move for hay, switch eggs and hit the Ashton.
Yeah, I just told Otto if he gets stuck now, at least he won't be the first one to get stuck this year in corn. So 11 foot tall at least, close to 12 the tassels, but pretty nice tall corn, that's for sure, for what it had to go through. This stuff was all 5 feet underwater. across the center of the field. We got Birdie sitting next to me. That way he doesn't have to stop chopping while opening, he just swings the spout over. So everywhere you see the corn get shorter in this field specifically, there's a ravine, and normally the corn's always shorter in those, but this year it's just because they were holding all the water. So you can easily tell where the dips are in this big field. So he just switched over into Birdie. All I gotta do is hit my brake or clutch and wait. And while we're at it, we're gonna wait. We'll let Otto go by. That truck's running nice now. And I can probably just back out of here. It's not too far. I'm gonna be stuck behind him the whole time. Walk in. I just recorded Philip getting stuck. We'll hook him on. Didn't take much. He didn't even chomp because there was so little he needed. We definitely like our ropes a lot more than chains, but a lot less broken glass with the ropes.
Did you grab that thing out of my car?
No. I walked over here just to get a recording of him driving through and chopping. Guess I had to help hook on for a second. The back of him is pretty full. This thing right here, this thing is like the Titanic. It would have hit the iceberg. It can't turn. It needs about 2 football fields to turn. So you can see right here, basically, right when you get onto the road, there's a little dip right here. You see the corn's pretty shitty. It's just a little bit wet. And then this side, it's good again. It's not a big deal if he has the speed, because it's only like this much and it's a short distance. So if you're cruising right along, it doesn't matter, but can't have it all. At least we can go with trucks for the most part. Turn that radio off for you guys. Don't hit me, Philip. Sometimes he makes a loop, and sometimes if everybody moves over to the sides and stuff, it makes it easy. He just keeps chopping, but depends who's going. So normally when we get into this field, we go through and open up for a couple hours because it takes a little while. Make strips everywhere. It's just so it's easier to chop after. Then it's just hammer it out. And sometimes if we maybe not this year, maybe this year we'll just keep going, but on other years we'll do that in this field, and then a couple other fields will open up that are pretty big just to make it faster, and it gives you a couple more days to let the corn dry if it needs it. But we'll talk to Christoph after, see what he wants to do. I'm just happy that it's good going. It's wild to think a couple months ago where those ears are sitting, it was underwater. And now we're driving trucks on it like nothing happened. That's what you get with river bottom. It can drain good. But you have the flood problem, so it's a double-edged sword. We're in the backside of the field right now, near the river. This stuff's easy 12 feet tall. This is nice corn back here. The ears are about 6 feet off the ground. They're at my head height. He is full. It's like a maze out here, but with straight lines. we did not want to open up around the ring in the field and then hit a tree before we even get anything done. So now we can actually see into the roads. It's a little easier if there's something there. Which there is in some places. Well, we're coming through one of those dips, and this is actually right where Philip got stuck, so we got her locked in. There we go. We were almost stuck, but the camera probably didn't pick up good that I was barely moving right there. I just don't want to drive into that wet hole right there. My third load. We got Stanley in the 86. Marcus is running my tractor. Slowly filling. Got a lot to go. And yes, the double rake is still on the bunk. It actually has a flat tire, so we have to get to that. There. This will all be full by the end of the week. They got a couple more sections opened up so far. They're cruising through right there because that's a soft spot. We got the dump wagon here for the couple of wet holes. And Christoph opened up kind of right down to where the front of the field, a couple spots there where it got really damaged. He noticed that some corn didn't have good ears. That's the kind of stuff we're gonna leave that didn't grow good ears because it's kind of useless to feed the milking cows. But it'll be perfectly fine for the heifers. So we got traffic moving. I just missed it. Otto just went by with the white truck, but I was pulling in the field and didn't grab my camera. Christoph's waiting right there because Ferdy just got loaded. He put a hell of a load on him. We still got the sideboard down just in case we gotta run dump wagons. You can actually reach in it, but so far so good. And it's supposed to be a good week, so hoping we can stay away from having to use the wagons as much as possible. I think Philip's just gonna back in right there and keep going. Well, you can see that crappy ass corn right there, and it's just destroyed. All this stuff is most likely going to the heifer barn. And then over here, looks like normal corn again. So just how we're dealing with that this year and making it work. I don't think anybody was expecting that big of a flood. And you always worry that you're gonna get one. Just hope you never do. Like right here, it was so bad, it didn't even let it grow. Completely. You see the corn was here, but there was so much water it flattened it. See, I'm not just showing all the good corn on camera, I show the shitty stuff too. We got it both. Right here, he's just chopped right around this whole section. Because it didn't even grow ears. That's how bad it is here. Snapped it right off. That sucks. Well, it didn't take long, but something had to happen. Philip was driving by Tyler. Tyler goes, "It looks like you're losing a lot of liquid out of under the hood." And from what I see, that's antifreeze. It looks like it's hot. What happened? What?
Someone has the overflow, so I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's just
She's
overheating.
probably overheated.
Yeah.
No, what's she running at? 180? Oh, that's great. I would blow it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You gotta. This hood is special. So what happened is he had a suction of corn layer and it just got hot.
Yeah, just drive home, blow it out.
Because it's circulating antifreeze and everything. I checked by the thermostats. She was spraying it, went right on your window. That's when they opened the hood and checked it. But yeah, the fan definitely is spinning because it's direct. It's not like that thing still belts on it and the fan's spinning. So, well, he drove over some corn. But he's gonna go blow it out just in case there's any more. But he did blow a lot of the other trucks out. Must be that one. Either it's just the corn layer. It was about that thick. It dropped all the corn once we shut it off. Tyler was getting filled while we were looking at that truck, so I'm just gonna take his load. And if there's no truck here after 30, I'll just get topped off. This thing, now that we loaded that tire, so it's about half full, that tire now. We were just smacking it with a bar, and you could see you could hear where the level is. Put it to what it. Look at that! I love it. Well, Tyler's headed down there anyways, and it's faster just for me to go dump at this point because he's pretty far down there, and the next truck should be coming right up there on the road. I'm not close to full for the dump wagon load, but keep stuff moving. Otto's not having a good time. You didn't drive fast enough. You're stuck. All right. Just pulling him out with a dump wagon. Yep. Stop. That's all it took. Literally nothing. Well, we got something different to show. Got my dad here. He saw his truck sitting. He's waving. I think that's the first load of corn he's hauled in like 3 years. Maybe 4. But he saw his truck sitting. We got it ready like I was showing earlier. Oh, I gotta wait now. And I guess he wants to haul some corn. Can't blame him. Everyone loves hauling corn and chopping corn. But it has been a long time since he did. But that is his truck. He ran that thing for years until he kind of stopped driving trucks so much, and now they're blocking me from leaving. But he hauled with that thing for years, more than basically anyone else. And he's hauling today again with it. Ferdy's waiting. Otto's wife, Annalise, she just got in the chopper. My mom brought her, so that's what happened right there. We just dumped my load. There's my dad coming. Now, Christoph didn't really round that truck because the other side has a low sidewall and we don't have the sideboards on it right now. We'd have to make new ones for that again, but we don't use that truck enough to really make it worth making sideboards again for it because they rotted out. They were so old. Keeping everything rolling. I do love that this dump wagon doesn't tip anymore. It's just nice. I didn't grab the camera, but did the old switcheroo. Let him keep chopping. Super Trucker Auto right there. And I'll hop in with Christoph. The corn was looking 12 foot tall earlier.
Yeah, it's nice. It's actually some nice corn in here. Definitely some tonnage.
Not really sure what the tonnage is.
Oh, but
We don't have none of that fancy metering stuff. Maybe someday.
not this year.
Not this year at all. Or next year. Maybe someday when this chopper gets retired and we we plan on running this one for a couple more years. We've had it, we bought it at like $1,700 and 1,700, and now it has like 3,938.
It's getting up there.
So yeah, someone will be like, it's not going to be worth a lot. You keep running it. Well, the new ones cost too much, so
Yes.
it'll be worth what it is when that day comes. Right now, we're going to run it. Our old one has 7,000 something hours on it.
We put another 3,000 on her, another few more years.
I mean,
She did her job.
she won't be worth much, but we always keep really good care of it. That is one thing. We do stick a lot into it to keep it running good.
We have John Deere's go through it every winter.
That we do.
And whatever he needs to put in, we put in it.
Yep. Some years it's not a lot, and other years it makes you want to choke.
Yeah, I think last year wasn't bad. It was only like 13, maybe 15,000. So it's still a lot of money, but better than normal.
And really, for all the grass chopping, did we even have a hydraulic hose blow?
This year? No. Yes, we did. First cut.
Oh yeah, we did, for the spout. So other than that, that was all we had for grass this year, which is really nice, and the grass head, but that is what it is.
But the chopper, I think, ran decently.
Yeah, the grass head's in a little rough shape, but that didn't come with the chopper.
That was locally.
Yeah, that was a local buy. But it was still a good head for...
A lot of feet gone through that.
Yeah. Philip's missing a sideboard. Philip's running the Ford now. I forgot to mention that. After he blew out the Freightliner, and then Keith got done feeding and hopped in that.
Was that what happened?
And then Philip just took the Ford. I actually don't know what happened. I wasn't there, but
I don't think he likes the Ford so much. So.
the 400 kitty right there.
It's not bad.
We put two turd boxes together.
Yes.
The box,
brand new tires.
the box is very clapped, and the truck is too. It takes two people to keep the hood open. And but that truck right there, other than the floaters, best tires on the farm. That's our gravel box truck. She's gonna die on that gravel box. You got Ferdy back there. Yeah, there's more room in there, but that box shouldn't take more.
No, not when it doesn't need to. If I need to, I'll put more in there.
What? What was he
He said the fucking box is just not going.
We got some cables on there assisting its strength. That helped a lot.
Holds the ass at the bottom end together. Surprised he didn't put the sideboard up on this thing.
I didn't understand any of that. Did you?
About the 466.
Oh, you should close your window, and then we could hear you better, man. She's beeping at you.
So that box is almost as priceless as that 466.
Hopefully the Alex's will be back Monday or Tuesday.
Yes, that is the plan. Some nice ears. Which one do you think's better, the Pioneer or the Seedway in this field?
They're pretty good, either one.
Do you still have some of each left? Or?
Yes. That section over there still has some.
Some of both?
Yep.
So, I got a bag. We won't weight test it, just because we're going to do all that complicated stuff when John is actually here to do the test plot. Yes, this isn't the exact same seed, but these are brands that he's done in other places.
No, we have that over there too.
Oh, we do have this one?
Yeah.
I thought Enosburg doesn't have it. Enosburg is the one that's not somewhere else. So that one we will probably to see the difference.
Yes.
But here, we're just going to do it over there by John, and we'll take a sample of both.
I gotta tighten this up. This sucks ass. Oh, I'm gonna fucking screw it.
You're going to screw it?
I'm gonna screw
You have a new headliner.
That's so I can screw it to this one, no matter. It's the old one, so.
Drills it right into the electrical system.
I don't want to do that.
That's my point. Look at this. This is right here, 30 tons an acre corn.
No. No. This is like maybe 5 tons an acre.
It is not the best. But, like I said earlier...
That's why I like watching the videos when they bring these big fucking corn heads out.
The 12 rows and
12 rows and fucking flying through there 7 miles an hour.
And the corn's like 6, 7.
Yeah, 6, 7 feet tall.
And you're like, wow.
Put it in the fucking 12-foot corn and see what happens.
Yeah.
It goes bleh.
It'll chop it. We don't believe it won't, but it ain't gonna chop it as fast as they're saying.
Yeah.
We got Marcus on the big 84. He's driving my tractor. And now that I'm recording, I didn't back up far enough. He's running the push blade. And you don't see him right now, but Stanley's running the 86. He's right up there. I start recording, I forget I'm dumping. But Stanley's running the 86. Maybe later when the bunk's bigger, we'll have 3 tractors, or we'll just keep the 2 on the bunk. Whatever we got for operators. The little 84 is ready to go. I got the bucket done. And we're ready to go. Look at Marcus go. I did tell him he needs to push into it straight, but he's only 9 years old, so you can only expect him to do so good. He'll get better.
Yeah.
I just loaded up right on the other side there. But we got a good chunk done today so far. Nothing crazy happened so far. It's 6:30. I think we got chopping around 11:30 we started today. A little late, but it's when we got going. So, it's going pretty good. I put the camera here. I don't know who this is, and I think it's an outer stater. It didn't look like a Vermont license plate. But if you see trucks pulling in and out of a driveway, right where you are, can you frickin' move? Like, they could have parked right there, or, you know, just drove a little farther up the damn road. Just don't be that guy. Because now we have to go around your car with anything that's muddy on our tires. Go on the other side. If there's no cars coming, it's fine. But a lot of times there's car coming that way, but it's not a big deal. It's a wide road right there. We can just hammer it out. Oh, I don't have to go on the Phillips moving over for me. But just don't be that kind of person. And I have a feeling that guy don't even realize what he's doing. If he's on his phone, probably taking a phone call, whatever, I don't care. Like, it's fine that you pulled over to go on your phone. But just don't do it right in the way of people driving in a driveway. The whole time. Do the old switcheroo. down, they're not getting chopped into anymore. He did that to Kyle once. I think the other truck was almost full before Kyle realized it. It was funny as hell. This is gonna be my last load for the night. So we're gonna send off the video with a little bit of chopper, and that'll be it for this video. So thanks for watching.